Hello everybody, welcome.
Hey. What's up everybody?
We're back again for a weekly live stream.
Yes.
We rushed until the last minute, that's why we're a little bit late.
Well, we've got a really full stream for you today with
Yes.
a lot of products. As you can see, some of them lined up in front of us, but
A lot of new
more
exciting products.
Yes.
Some will come on the market quite soon, and some you have to wait for, but at least you will get a preview today. I saw somebody saying Merry Christmas in the chat.
Yep.
Yes,
Yeah,
it's back.
Somebody
Changed the settings in Twitch, but I managed to change it last week.
Exactly. I mean, it's how do you call that? It's not a ritual.
A running joke.
It's like that started when we went live with the channel a few years ago.
Probably with Christmas.
You know, some things you have to keep, even if they're ridiculous.
Yeah.
So yeah, Merry Christmas everybody.
And the funny part actually is that during Christmas we didn't have this message.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's like the only time when this would be appropriate. They actually changed it because I think we had a tournament, right?
Yeah, Canada had a tournament, yes.
Yeah. So they actually changed it. That one time when it was appropriate, it didn't say Merry Christmas. So luckily we've changed it back now, so we're making up for it the rest of the year.
Yeah, we have a giveaway. We're going to
Yes.
we're going to give away Watch Dogs Legions. Really nice game. If you're watching on Twitch or if you're watching on YouTube, you see probably our spam bot. Each 5 minutes spam the URL. If not, go there, find the link. And otherwise go to msi.com/2/insider and you will have to do some things. And I really like the loyalty bonus. The more you watch, the more chance you have on winning.
Well, exactly. It's like a point system. So every action you perform adds a couple of points to your chance of winning. Points for the draw. And claiming loyalty bonus basically just adds a couple more points. So just adds to your chance of winning.
Yeah. Peter, we need to start. Because we have some guests from Taiwan, and it's, I think, already like after 11 in Taiwan.
I think they might be asleep already. But
So let's check.
Should we go and check it out?
Yeah.
All right, let's see. First I have to put in my earbuds. Also, we
so
can't hear them.
We have a lot of people who call in via Skype, so all kinds of things can go wrong.
Yes.
But you know us, that's us.
Let's see what can go wrong today.
Yes, we don't care.
All right, hello Taiwan.
Yeah.
Oh, that's supposed to be like a nice PowerPoint.
Yes,
there we go.
It's there.
And also, see, there's one of the things already going wrong. Wait a second.
I think it's his mistake.
Skype has a nasty tendency of changing the resolution. Oh, wait, no, that's not it.
Hello, Bryant.
Yes, hello, Bryant.
Hello.
How are you?
Let's resize you for a bit. Here we go.
I'm good. Yeah, it's quite late at night, but good evening for both of you.
Yes, yeah, thanks.
Well,
you too. Well, thank you for making the time to join our live stream today.
Yeah. You're at home?
Hopefully your connection holds up.
Yeah. You're not in the office. Your boss will be disappointed.
Why?
You always work hard and
I think at this time I should be at home. But it's just the time they should be at home. But it's also nice to talk about some products. Yeah. The products that you put down a lot of effort.
So let's talk about Seahawk because this is a monster. I mean, the box. Peter, can you maybe...
We have to go back to... here we go. That's not the right person. Wait.
Left side, yes.
Anyway, we'll do it this way.
It's a huge ass box.
Yes.
So, but we're going to talk about the product. So, Peter, I think you need to enable the...
Hey, do we need to engage the close-up cam?
Yeah, maybe. Maybe show the people what's about.
Ooh, there you go. Well, I mean, you guys might have seen the slides at CES presentation, right?
Can you hear Brian now?
I think so.
Yeah, I can hear you.
No, you can hear me, but can the audience hear you?
I don't know. Guys, Brian, can you speak?
Yeah, let us know if you hear Brian.
Yeah,
Brian,
I'm still here.
You need to talk.
All right, yeah. All right, yes, I think they can hear you. Cool.
Yeah, cool.
All right.
Yeah.
So, Brian, I mean, being the expert that we call in the middle of the frickin' night, take it away. Tell us a bit about the Seahawk that we see before us that Eric is holding and trying not to damage.
Yeah, it's brand new, so...
This arrived just yesterday, by the way. So it's a brand new sample that we have.
Yeah, glad it made it in the way to your hands, though. And
Yes.
I think Seahawk was created in like 4 or 5 years ago, and 10 series was released.
Yeah.
And then I think by the generation goes, the model also got upgraded. So until this generation, I think everything become larger, I would say, since the radiator is twice bigger, like 240 millimeters
That's
bigger.
the other part there, Eric. Yeah, in previous generation it was like a single fan radiator, 120 millimeters, and this one is 240, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, so that I think the size is double.
Let me move my notebook a bit.
And of course, that we got more power that we have to display the heat from the graphics card. So I think it's just necessary that we have to double the size.
Yeah.
And then I think in the past we had blower fan, but I think in this generation we made it into exile fan, so we can take more heat with exile fan, and we leave some space open around the cards.
So that's on the card itself, Eric, if you can show that. And so in the past generations, we had like a blow or radial fan, if it were, so not a dispersion fan as you can see here. So that's also different compared to previous generations.
Why does it still have a fan? I mean, can we not make this 100% passive?
Passive? No, you mean water cooled.
I think it's possible, but I think another thing we have to think about is that there are still components that need some fans to display the heat. So I think entire card, not just the GPU itself, memory and GPU are important, of course, but I think there are some capacitors, CHOs, MOS that still need to be covered.
So the power components, I think you're referring to.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Or power modules, I should say.
Should maybe show
because even on the air-cooled cards, those have pretty much, well, they're connected to the main heatsink along with the graphic, the GPU and the memory on air-cooled cards. So on this one, it's the GPU and the memory modules that are directly cooled by the water block, if I'm not mistaken.
And that entire copper plate is larger than before.
Yes.
So it covers out the GPU itself and the memory modules. So it just covers everything a lot.
Yeah. So also
in the middle of the card.
Compared to previous generations, the water block used to cool only the GPU die. And this generation it's bigger, so it's not just the GPU die that's covered, but also the memory modules that are surrounding the GPU.
Yeah, exactly.
And so the only thing not covered by the water cooling that needs cooling is basically the power components and some of the other capacitors on and components on the card.
And also another idea is for the exile fan is implemented on this card is that it can last longer, because I think the heat is dealt with more available of airflow.
Yeah.
So I think it works better than the blower fan that we used to have.
Yeah. And also the fan designs themselves on the card look familiar.
On the card itself?
Yeah, the fans that are being used on the card. I think that one looks like is it like a Torx fan 3? No. Well, anyway, it looks vaguely familiar like a Torx fan. But also on the radiators, because those you can see it has the fan blades linked in pairs, similar to the Torx fan 4.0. So it pretty much also has Torx fan 4.0 fans on the radiator, 2 of them.
I would say the highlight is on the radiator itself.
Yes.
We enlarged the fan size itself from the normal size of Torx fan 4.0 into the size that we can put on.
It's
on
very difficult to hold in front of the camera. Yeah, the cable, it's, you know.
It's not because it's heavy, by the way, because actually I was surprised because I was expecting, it's water cooled. It also has liquid in it, so I was expecting a hefty, really heavy card. It's actually not that bad. It's really not that heavy. I was pleasantly surprised.
No, it's not.
Did you damage it unpacking, Peter?
Of course I did. Somebody has to do it. No.
And here as well.
We also managed the weight itself. We also managed the weight, so it doesn't feel that heavy. And I think another idea that we developed this card is that we want to put it in the easy to install. So it cannot be really heavy, but otherwise the entire experience will not be that good, I would say.
Just another few quick highlights, basically, because I see a lot of questions in the chat, by the way, about what's the noise levels and stuff like that. Guys, that's something that we will highlight maybe in coming streams when we're talking more in depth.
Yeah,
right now we're
like
trying to cover a lot of
weeks,
products.
Month, or maybe longer time. We're going to do, because we have a really busy schedule. in the coming
Weeks, months.
months actually.
Yes.
Everything is booked with topics, and we're going to do a dedicated live stream about it with live benchmarks to answer all your questions. That's for later.
So we're just going to highlight a few key things and show you, I think, the first time this card is actually being shown in real life.
Yes.
I think that's a world's first on this stream. And I think one of the other things we want to highlight is that actually on the radiator, the two Torx 4.0 fans, they actually also have zero frozzer, right? So basically they can stop if the temperature is too low, or they will stop.
Is too low, yes.
Yes.
So basically that means if you're talking about noise levels, that helps to eliminate pretty much all noise levels.
Yeah. Can you maybe switch back to the next topic, because we have more guests waiting.
Yep. Go ahead. So
one
that
moment.
was quickly covering the Seahawk.
Yeah,
Here we
like
go.
this.
Yes. So.
This one was announced by NVIDIA a few weeks ago, right?
Yeah. Oh,
Peter,
by the way,
it looks
guys,
like I'm doing something strange
yes,
here.
Eric and me are not actually sitting this close
it's
together.
like
I mean, it's
3, 4.
Yes. No touching.
But that's Eric.
Yeah.
Looks funny.
Anyway,
No
it
comment?
does. Stop touching me now.
You know,
Anyway, what you see here is the full lineup of the MSI RTX 3060 series, and even actually the 3060 Ti series as well, if I'm not mistaken. Because we see, if we go from left to right, we see AIO ITX, we see Ventus 2X, so the 2-fan Ventus model, the 3-fan Ventus model, or Ventus 3X, we see Gaming X Trio, and we see the return of the Twin Frozzer, the gaming dual fan card, so the Twin Frozzer card. So that means that you will have both 3060 and 3060 Ti available eventually in all these models. I know that especially for 3060 Ti, it's been a while ago since that was announced, and eventually we only I think announced Gaming X Trio, Ventus 3X and Ventus 2X. But the AIO ITX model and the dual fan gaming model, or Twin Frozzer model, are also coming in the coming months, I would say.
Yeah, NVIDIA, they announced that the NDA, of let's say the NDA, the reviews or the launch or availability will be end of February. So we're still waiting and hoping.
That's for the 3060, by the way. Of course, 3060 Ti has been for a while already on the market, and
so we're waiting for that date, and then we also for a couple of these cards, I'm not sure if we can get them all on time. That is, we will also do a dedicated live stream.
Yes. Yeah, to at least give you guys, all the details about what is different between the cards, apart from the obvious things like, well, one has 3 fans, the other has 2, and then there's one model which has only a single fan. But yeah, there are some other differences.
Brian, I see an interesting question in the chat, talking about Hawk. That's a long time ago we had Hawk, right?
Hawk.
I think they're talking about the Seahawk.
I think it's really famous in the past.
Any plans for it in the future?
Well,
never say never.
For the near future, we see the Hawk at the moment. But I think it's an interesting idea because we still have Seahawk. Yes. So I think Hawk is kind of interesting topic that we can have a more discussion about that. But to be honest, we don't really have the plan at the moment for the Hawk models. And in the near future, we still don't see it.
Yeah. I'm really happy to see the ITX model. So is this the highest? So the ITX is for 3060 and 3060 Ti, I believe. Is this the highest model we can put it on, or can we also expect a 3070 ITX card?
I think at the moment we'll see 3060 should be the highest GPU that we can have ITX model.
CDP,
and I think ITX model, that will be one of the big factors that we have to figure it out. In this mess, this kind of small factor, but I think it's still quite niche, but somehow it's also popular when people are looking for some very small card within a very small build. Yes. So I think we still want to have this kind of car live on our product.
Yeah. But if we have it, we want to make sure that you still have a good experience both in thermal but also in noise. So, I mean, theoretically, you could probably put that on at 3080, but that's not going to give you a good experience, That's going to be very loud and very hot. So you have to limit it somewhere.
Yeah, and I think PCB size is another factors that we have to figure it out to squeeze into that small size, to put on the fan, to blow that kind of amount of heat.
Yeah.
That will be a very challenging task, though.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah, I'm going to the
Yeah.
next topic already.
Yeah.
I have one here.
Yeah, the Clutch GM41 lightweight. So.
Almost damaged it.
Oh, good. Well,
Be careful.
We didn't
Eric.
switch to the detailed cam yet, but here we go. So, Brian, tell us a little bit about the GM41 lightweight, if you want.
It's really lightweight.
I would say that the highlight for this gaming mouse is that I think it should be the lightest gaming mouse that you can have without a honeycomb design, which means that you can hold it
Without
and you don't
holes
really
in
feel.
it.
Yeah, it's still closed.
Yeah,
Yeah. Which is
I
easier to
think it
clean.
weighs about like 65 grams.
It's,
Yeah.
it's really nothing. What did you leave out?
Everything. No.
Like a feather.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You don't
really?
feel anything, right?
No.
Do you feel it, Eric?
Yes, it's nothing. Personally, I'm not sure if I would like that. I'm not really. I don't want to say I'm sensitive to.
You like a weighty mouse.
Yeah, most of my mouse are bulky, and I have to get used to it. And when I play like maybe a few months with it, then I don't want another one. Doesn't matter how old it is or how it looks. Yeah.
I already see
This is also why Peter is always doing the mouse streams together with Michiel. They can talk like 2-3 hours or probably even more about how it feels and how
do
it
some-
behaves.
And do some ridiculous games in the meantime as well. I see some people saying lightweight is cheap product.
No.
No, I mean, but this is, I think, a perception
No.
that a lot of people will have. Like, if something is heavy, it will be expensive, and
Yeah.
if it's light or it doesn't weigh much, it's cheap. Yeah. Especially with this product, that is definitely not the case. But also for this product, we will have pretty much a dedicated live stream about it in the coming weeks. So if you're more interested about this product, you need to tune in the coming weeks, and we'll tell you all about it.
Can you
Because
try
this,
to bend the cable?
this really is, I think, one of the best mice we have made so far ever.
I think another emphasis I would like to have is that if we want to make this kind of product really light, we have to look into the details.
Yes.
So we have to make sure the EC structure is as lightweight as possible.
Yep.
And we also have to simplify the structure itself to make it in the way that we can build in the lightweight.
Yeah.
So we have to look into the materials, we have to look into how it is produced. But most important thing that we keep in mind is that the durability we have to deliver.
Yes.
So everything has to be balanced out. So it won't be cheap.
No.
And we also put on the specs on this model at a very high bar.
Yeah.
So the switches less around the 16 million clicks,
Yeah.
and it also has like 16,000 DPIs that it can be very accurate and fast.
Yeah. Oh, and by the way,
I wouldn't say it's
Eric was
like,
holding up the mouse right now to the camera. You guys might have seen that there is normally with most mice the DPI switch is under the scroll wheel on the top of the mouse, and this one is actually underneath the mouse. This is one of the things that was done to reduce the weight, because if you need a mechanism for the DPI switch on top of the mouse, you actually need a bit more material, which increases the weight. So that's just one of the things. But anyway, we'll go into more detail in one of the coming streams when we talk about it.
I'm afraid so. You will go into
but
much more detail.
It's just one of the ways that our engineers have saved weight on this mouse to make it actually ultra light. It's if I'm not mistaken, 65 grams, correct?
yes.
So that's very light.
But I think Eric just made a very good contrast because he used to the very bulky mouse, but this mouse doesn't give him any feeling, and he doesn't feel the mouse itself.
Well,
I think we just achieved that kind of thing.
It's like you're
I
just
probably
moving
don't
your
get
hand.
to test this one because Peter has experience with me. If he gives me something to test it and I like it, he doesn't get it back.
Yes. Yeah.
Okay, Peter, can we go to the next part?
Yes. Let's do that. All right. SSDs.
Yeah, I mean, you probably not next week, the week after, I think you're going to talk like 2-3 hours about mouse and DPI and all the components and all the switches and yeah.
Anyway, so let's move on to the next topic.
This is new.
SSDs. This was quite a surprise, I think, for a lot of people who were watching the CES unveiling. Tell us a bit more about it if you want.
I think it's easy to understand. One thing is that if we want to really boost that the game experience in the very fast experience that we can have, It's not about memory, not CPU. You just need a SSD. Then you can just put your gaming experience into a very fast speed. So I think we had the kind of idea behind it is that we want to make sure the user experience is good. So faster data transfer rate means smoother game experience. So that's why I think it's one of the reasons we want to jump into this product, and then to create a much more smoother game experience with this little finger size SSD.
Yeah, and then
it can really boost the entire experience.
To be clear, you told us that these are not the final designs, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they are not.
So and this is so tomorrow you cannot go to the shop and buy this. This will still take some months or years. I don't want to say years. That sounds really long, but takes time.
Years will be too long. Yeah, it takes time.
Do you already have some information about what controller and what speeds you can expect from MSI, or are we going to have Gen 4, for example?
I think at the moment I cannot reveal too much, but the goal for us is that we want to make sure we can have the very fast models available on the market.
Read between the lines.
Yeah, something like that. Yeah. We're still finding the entire product, but I think what we can expect or people can expect in the future is that it will perform well.
Yeah.
So that's the goal that we're going toward to. So.
I also see a question about the mouse. Do we also have wireless mouse planned, or do we have wireless mouse?
I think we're working on it.
Okay, so cool.
So maybe later this year.
We're working on it.
Yeah. Question about the SSDs. Are they SATA or M.2?
Actually, he's saying, are they SAD or M.2?
Yeah. Well, if
No,
they're SATA, then
they're
probably
they're very happy. I can tell you, they're very happy.
Yeah.
M.2 will be our main focus.
Okay.
Right.
Clear.
M.2, yeah.
Yeah.
And I think it has the fastest speed available. So I think those should be the focus, of course.
Legacy is asking about the launch dates for the 3060. We don't know yet. NVIDIA said end of February. So, yeah, probably around that time. We don't know when. We will have a launch date. We will have a live stream as well.
Yes. When they are officially launched, obviously we'll cover it extensively. So
yeah,
you'll see it here. Read between the lines. PS5 compatible. Not sure.
I'm not sure how that is with PS5, because normally I think Xbox or PS5 you need to have a custom SSD dongle or memory dongle. I don't know how they call it.
That.
I think Seagate is making them.
I think we will have to get back to you on that one, Nicholas.
Yeah.
But interesting question, yeah.
Yep.
So okay, Brian, thank you for your time.
Yes.
Or anything else you want to share about products you're working on?
Any top secret projects?
Yeah, and I think I appreciate the support from people that have the attention on MSI. So please stay tuned, and we definitely are working on a lot of more exciting products in the near future. Thank you.
All right, cool.
Well, thank you for your time. You can go back to bed.
Yes, indeed. So thank you very much, Brian.
Oh yeah.
Have a nice night.
I miss my bed a lot. Yeah.
Can imagine that.
All right.
Have a good day in Netherlands, by the way.
Take care.
Bye.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
All right.
So that was Brian. He was located. He's located in Taiwan.
He still is.
So now we are going to call with our next guest. Let me check if we're on schedule. 4 minutes behind. That's okay. You should still be awake.
Not too bad. Not too bad.
So that is Jasper. I'm telling you this because Peter was like, who should I call?
Yes. All right. Hello, Jasper.
Peter still need to change some layers.
Yes,
I think you can hear Jasper already.
Let's see if we can do this. Damn.
That doesn't matter, Peter.
Yeah, let me resize you there, Jasper. We knew this was going to happen. We knew it.
So, Jasper, yeah, people can see you now. Welcome.
All right, perfect.
Good evening.
Well, thank you for having me.
And yeah, so what are you doing in MSI? Can you maybe tell the people?
Yeah, so how's it going, everyone? This is Jasper from Product Marketing at MSI, and I help manage PC component products, including PC cases, liquid coolers, power supply, and gaming chair.
Okay, and today we're not going to talk about cases, but I saw a roadmap. We are working on many, right? Many new cases.
Yes, so stay tuned.
Yeah, too early to talk about that.
Yeah.
But we have some exciting water cooling.
Yes, sir.
Can you maybe explain a little bit about it? Because it's called Coreliquid K240 and K360, and it's also MPG segment. The previous one we have, or the first one we had, is the MAG. So what is different in this one?
Yeah. So the liquid cooler that I'm going to talk about today is called, the full name will be MPG Coreliquid K series. And this liquid cooler, we like to focus a little bit more on having powerful cooling performance and improved user experience for gamers around the world. And if you've seen the photos already, the huge 2.4-inch LCD display that I'm sure a lot of people is going to like.
Peter, I think you're blocking it.
Our
main feature, damn it.
Duck out of the way. Like,
Next time we don't invite you anymore,
should be right
Peter.
there where the logo
there.
is showing, guys. Yeah, but that's actually a display, so it's not a static logo. There's actually that's the other way. There's actually a display here which you can pretty much put stuff on there. I think you can even
what kind of display? Can I put my face on it?
If you're making a photo, obviously you can put it on the display.
I know how my build is going to look.
I think maybe Eric's face is blocked by default in the firmware, right?
Spam blocker.
We'll see about that.
Special feature. Anyway, all right, but really nice.
What can you display on this? How can we make this useful?
Yeah, so the 2.4-inch LCD display, you can display a lot of stuff, mainly the hardware monitor of your system performance, including things like CPU temperature, fan speed, the RPM, the pump speed. You can also, like I already said, you can add photos, text. You can also display system clock. So there's a lot of room for customization depending on what you want your system to look like and what you want the liquid cooler to do for you as a gamer.
Yeah. Peter, can you maybe kick the troll?
There's a lot of trolls. Which one?
The biggest one. I see other people complaining about it with this spam.
I don't know. I have no idea actually. I was looking at it, but
yeah.
Which one?
So Jasper, and I see we have two models, the 240 and the 360. And how does this compare to the previous model, the current models?
Are you talking about performance, features?
Yeah, indeed. I don't have one here, right? No.
Yeah, so the last model is, I guess it will be our entry model and our first step into the liquid cooler market. Yeah. And so after having that first model, we've gained a lot of experience for this market, and we've started to realize a lot more stuff that we can do and implement into this second product that we have. Yeah. And that is why for this model, we implemented stuff like having more powerful cooling performance and having a better user experience.
Yeah.
So when it comes to powerful cooling performance, we decided to implement MSI's exclusive TorqueSpan 4.0.
Okay, so the VGA card fans you also find on these coolers?
Yeah.
Cool.
So if you're familiar with our VGA products, then you obviously already know about these TorqueSpan 4.0s. And you see that with the water blockhead. Inside, we have a TorqueSpan 3.0. So the purpose of having a water block tent is that,
So this is a different design because let's say the MAG series, we didn't have a fan in the block, which you put on the CPU.
Unit,
we did not. We did not. Yeah.
Yeah, and this one has.
Yeah, it's a new design that we implemented this time.
Yeah, so this will also help with the airflow around the CPU for the VRM, for example.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the main purpose of that.
Okay, cool, interesting. I'm really interested. How much that will help. So we will test that when we have some samples. When do you think this will hit the market?
We're expecting this product to hit the market sometime between early to mid-March, from where we're looking at right now. Yeah.
So and then for everybody, Chinese New Year is coming up, which basically is I think the second week of the 10th or 11th, the second week of February, and then in China a lot of factories close. Intel One as well. They are going to enjoy their
Sure.
holiday. And then also the production stops for, basically for all the hardware industry. And that's also why, if we now talk about new products, there's like a gap of 1 to 2 weeks, a delay in the factories before you can put them on the market. So it's not that you can expect them already in February, but it's somewhere in March. So I think in March you see a lot of new products on the websites from your favorite media.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so anything you want to add on the Coreliquid?
I did see.
Yes, I like to.
Oh, sorry. Yeah, I did see a question from some people. Maybe you already mentioned this, but apparently not everybody got it. They were asking, is the pump still in the radiator on this model?
No, it's not. It's
Right.
not.
So it's
We're using the Aztec 7th gen pump, so it's in actually with the water blockade.
there you go. Yeah.
Aztec, okay,
Yeah.
maybe it's interesting because the Seahawk we just talked about is also designed by them. So maybe we can invite somebody from them in our stream to talk about their design concepts and how they basically the idea behind their design.
I think generally speaking, the A-Stack water, all-in-one water cooling solutions are known to be the better ones out there. So, should be interesting. Maybe they can explain a bit about how they make these things and how they design them to be good.
We will see how we can set it up.
Yes.
This is also new. I saw.
Oh, maybe. Yeah. Wait. Let me just. Oh. Whoa. All right. Wait.
Hey, he's blocking me.
I know. Let me just.
Yeah,
I'll put him in front of me. Here we go.
No, he needs to go. Yeah, there.
Yeah, we have a special. There we go. Okay.
So this is our new CH gaming chair.
Do I need to take the name on again?
CH, I believe. 120i, right?
Yes, sir.
Why is it C and not G, like gaming chair? GC.
Because that's already gaming controllers, Eric.
Ah, okay. So, Peter, can you maybe show the detailed cam?
Yes, I can.
Yeah, it's... cannot see a lot.
Yeah.
Can you maybe explain a little bit?
Yeah. So this is our latest gaming chair product that we have, and as you can see, it looks super cool. All black design, having a lot of upgraded materials. Personally, I had the pleasure to sit on before it got taken away from me.
Probably it's
that's
this
a sad
one.
tale for another time. But this chair, I can, I can talk about how comfortable it is all day long. So if you wanted me to talk about, you can demonstrate it actually.
He is. Right now.
Well, I'm not
goes back to
I'm not going to
180
demonstrate it like Peter did, because when I think we
yeah.
had one of the first gaming chairs, he was like doing a 360.
Yeah. There was a meme about one of these chairs because they can go completely horizontal, right? They can go completely flat. So I did the meme where I just sat there and put the chair in a horizontal position, and then I almost fell over backwards.
Yeah. Is it MSI? No. It's just a drink. Don't worry.
Yes. But yeah, anyway, so it's a really comfy chair, right? And I think more information about the chair will also be coming in future streams. Where
Yeah, we got it in a box and it was still stuck at the warehouse. So Ja this morning he filled in a lot of paperwork and he came to the office to put
paid some
everything
bribes
together.
to the customs. No,
Yes.
just kidding. But yeah, we wanted to make sure we could feature it on the stream, so we got it in as fast as we could.
Yeah. Hey, I'm just checking the questions. How adjustable are the arms? Up and down? Only.
Give it a try. I think we can. Let's go to the detailed cam. Yes.
Yeah, they are 4D adjustable.
So 4 directions. So up and down.
This is up. Yeah, you cannot see that, but it's up and
we
down.
can see that. Yes.
Then it's
All right,
in
so
and
side
out.
to
So I
side.
will probably show that like this.
Yep. Sideways, basically.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Can you do that again?
okay. And what is this? Oh, okay, like this.
Yeah, rotating
yeah.
it a bit.
It kind of spins like this way.
Mm-hmm.
It's too many buttons. Okay, what is this? I need to sit on it. That's much easier. But
Move back a bit, Eric, so people can see. Yeah.
Oh.
Move to your
Now
right.
I found out.
Okay.
It's like a big puzzle, a secret box. Okay, go. So it can move inside. It can move outside. This means you can move forward and back.
Yes,
And you can move it up and down.
of course.
And then probably one more thing, but it's probably a combination. It's like a Mortal Kombat secret combination.
Yeah, it's like a finishing move.
It kind of goes left and right.
Yes. So it slides left and right.
Oh, here.
There's a button under it. If you see another button under the armrest.
Under the armrest, Eric. A button
Yeah,
under the arm.
I'm it can go left and right. Okay. Oh, yeah, like this. Yes.
There you go.
Yeah.
That's the one.
Anyway,
Anyway,
chair.
yes. Chair. Chair. You can sit in it. It's comfortable.
I need a manual. Like a mainboard I can take out without manual. This kind of thing I need a manual. And when is this share available?
It'll be actually available very soon, around February.
Yeah, and this one will be worldwide available, right? Because we first had the I want to say Mortal Kombat edition, but it was the Assassin's Creed Valhalla edition, and that one was limited to certain regions only, right?
Yes, sir. That one was limited edition.
Yeah, perfect. Well, thank you for your time. I'm checking. Give me a free PC in the chat. I'm checking for.
Not sure if we have our free PCs are still available, guys.
No, they're
I
sold
think we
out.
might be fresh out.
Yeah. Thank you for your time, Jasper. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you for having me. Thank you.
Yeah, we will like what we talked about in the coming months, and I don't know when exactly, but it probably will still take some time. Let's say somewhere in March we will do a complete live stream about our water cooling.
Yes.
And I will promise this time Peter will not this Peter.
What?
But the other Peter. Peter from FE, he took one apart and he put the water out to see how much there was in. This time we will behave.
Maybe he was thirsty.
Yes. Thank you for your time. Take care.
All right.
Good
Thank
night.
you, Jasper.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for having me.
Good night. All right.
I think we need to do a giveaway, Peter.
Yeah, I think it's time for that. So Eric,
The next guest we have is Matthias.
If you talk about the giveaway a bit.
And we cannot scream too loud because his kids are in bed.
Oh, guys, so everybody needs to be quiet. Be very, very quiet.
Yeah. So if you want to join or participate in our giveaway, go to msi.com/2/insider. Or if you're watching on YouTube or on Twitch, click on the spam link, which are bot spams each 5 minutes. It's a Gleam link. You have to fill in some things. And then the first winner is Weejin. Is that correct, Peter?
Yeah, Weejin.
Weejin. Well,
Weejin.
congratulations, Weejin. Weejin.
Yeah, no
in
Jin.
the coming days, we will send you a Watch Dogs. Oh, this is like Mirror.
Watch Dogs Legion.
Watch Dogs Legion's game code. Enjoy the
not
game.
Legions.
Really fun game.
Legion. Singular.
Legion. Yeah, indeed.
Yeah.
Did I? Okay.
You always say legions.
Did I always?
Yeah, almost always.
Shit.
Anyway, guys.
What are you doing?
What?
What are you doing?
Nothing.
Okay. Okay. Peter, can you tell us at least if you guys are going to talk about launch date of the new items?
For the ones that we can, yes, we will mention it. But we're not. I mean, some of these things they have been announced, but they don't have an exact launch date yet. And once they do have it, obviously we can talk about it. But at the moment, we're not allowed to tell you for some of them, and for others, they are simply just not 100% decided yet. So depending on, for example, how fast they can be produced and be available everywhere, it still has to be decided when we make them actually available.
Peter, can you please go to Gleam?
Yes.
Check how many people participated.
But why?
Oh, that's enough. Yeah, somebody said I cannot click on the Gleam link. But it's working.
Yeah, sometimes it happens, but for most people it should be okay.
Yeah, I see a lot of entries, so that's okay.
We've got over a couple of thousand entries already, guys. So it seems to be working fine for most people.
Okay, let's.
If not, maybe try a different browser. Sometimes that can help.
Peter, can you try to call Matthias?
Yes. Let me see. Matthias, where are you? Here we go.
And we need to be quiet. Please remember, everybody, don't shout, don't yell. No capitals in the chat.
No. Yeah.
Because his kid will wake up.
All right. And here we go.
Yes, and yeah, Peter still need to change some layers. It's like this if we are live.
No. Here we go.
Yes, hello, Matthias.
Hello.
Hello.
Are you kids awake?
No.
No, you have one or two?
Not yet. Not yet, too.
I told everybody in the chat to stay, no
Pretty
capitals,
silent.
just very silent. We don't want to wake them up.
Shh.
Oh, Peter, is that you?
No.
Actually, I stay in my daughter's room.
Oh,
Ooh.
okay.
Yeah. But the lighting is flashing, so I have to change my background.
Right.
That's no problem. That's no
Yeah.
problem. Well, thank you for joining because
Yes.
when we asked you initially, you said, sorry, my kids are asleep, but the bag of money convinced you, so that's good.
No problem at all. They could sleep with their mommy.
Yeah, okay, so Matthias, you are responsible for our Pro Series and Creator products in what we call C&D team.
Yes.
Can you explain a little bit what you're doing during your day?
Yes, I am handling our content creation series products and the professional series products, including a desktop, monitor, and all-in-one.
Okay, so quite a lot of different products.
Yes.
And probably also busy when Intel or
Super.
Yeah, but Intel or Nvidia launches a new product. You need to include it in our products, and then.
Yeah.
Okay. So one of the first products, I'm trying not to yell. One of the first products is the Creator P50. Why is it P50 and not like P100? Because we already had a P100. Why is it like cut in half, less specs or half speed?
Yep. Just like according to Intel's data, there are more than 220 million creators in this world. And almost 65% of them, they are mainstream or prosumer users. Yeah, so, and we believe there will be more and more creators in this year. Yeah. This is the reason why we bring this Creator P50. Yeah, that's the half size of the P100.
So it's if you talk half size, you talk also about volume, like the liter.
Yes.
Okay. Interesting.
Yeah, it's 5 liters only. Whoa. But it's super powerful for the. I could say it's very good option for the mainstream or for prosumer users.
Yeah.
You could say 220 million creators in this world, more than 65%.
If we talk about spec, what kind of CPU and GPU should I think about, and how much memory? Because these are full systems, right?
Yes, it's full system, and we support up to Core i9, the latest generation of Intel CPU, and RTX 3060.
Okay, 3060. Yeah.
Yes, and up to the 64 for the memory.
Okay.
To a channel.
Yeah, and then the Core i9, you're talking about 11 Gen already, or is this still 10 Gen?
11, yes, 11 Gen, Rocky Lake.
Yeah, yeah, but so you're not selling this because Rocket Lake is not yet launched, right?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah. So when Rocket Lake will launch, we'll also do a live stream about that. I don't know when we can get these samples. So don't tell when they're available, because if you tell the people you can buy them on this date, they also know when the CPU will launch.
Yeah.
Hey.
No, not yet.
Okay, so you still have to wait some time. Cool.
Yes.
So what kind of content creators are you targeting? Because we had a live stream earlier this year, I think on the 6th or 7th of January, 6th I believe, Wednesdays, with Intel and with Render Baron. He was doing really interesting renders of the kitchen, and he showed us in Cinema 4D how everything was working with all the procedurals, like the skin creation of an apple. Wow, I was really amazed by that. So is this also for rendering, or is this more for lightweight?
Actually, it's for more lightweight, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So then you're talking about Photoshop?
Mm-hmm. Yes. For the 2D Photoshop or AE, for the video or music, even for the color or for the color
Editing.
changing.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's very good machine.
Yeah. I see people already comparing it with the PlayStation or Xbox.
Understandable, the shape and the colors. I mean,
So this is not for gaming, people. This is for...
oh, that's not to say you cannot play games on it,
You
but
can.
it's not really
That's right.
built for
You
it.
still
Yes.
can play game
Yes.
on it.
If I buy this, do I then get the NVIDIA Studio drivers or are the GeForce drivers installed by default?
Studio.
Okay,
Right.
so but you
Yeah.
can remove them and install the...
Yes, of course.
Okay, cool, yeah.
Yeah, it's
Yes.
not mutually exclusive, right? You can always switch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to this. We in our
It's very
office,
nice.
Jeroen, maybe you saw him on live stream. He's using also the P100
Yes.
to create his render videos. And we have another one, Peter, but I don't know who took it. The black one, the P100X. Anyway, you know, our designers in the office for when we make videos or something, they love this kind of stuff.
Yeah.
Let's talk about something new because these are, I mean, we have already a lot of gaming monitors and these monitors
Yeah.
are not so much gaming from what I see.
Yes, because in this year, we believe that most of us, we have at least one laptop at home, right?
Yeah.
And maybe we have to work at home, and our children, they have to learn at home in this year or last year.
Yeah.
So maybe people, they need a big monitor, or at least bigger than a laptop.
Yeah. Yeah. Additional screen.
Yes.
Yeah, so this is why we bring our new monitor this year.
Yeah. And this is part of the what we call the Pro series. So it's not gaming, but it's for office usage. For
Yes.
well,
General
I think now
usage,
most people in an office at
productivity.
home.
Yes, yes. And we would like to bring a stylish, slim monitor for the users to match their dream or to match their furniture at home.
Okay.
Yeah, so this is why our modern MD271 and MD41
Yeah.
this year.
I remember last week, I think we had a stream with Ja, and there were some people saying, indeed, what if you want a monitor that doesn't have that gamer aesthetic with all the RGB and then all the aggressive shapes? Well, you know, this would be a really nice option for you then. This is understated, a bit more clean design.
Yes.
So this might be more for you if you're, I'm not sure if the guy who
Yes,
was asking that stream is also watching, but here you go.
Yes, everything is clean and simple, and eye care, and we get the TUV certified.
So
to
can you
protect
maybe explain
eyes.
eye care, what it is?
The anti-flicker and less blue light. That's
Okay.
the two most important things.
Everybody
Because-
boss will love this because you can work longer. Your eyes don't
Yes.
get tired.
Yeah, and with these glasses,
Yeah.
because I didn't have an anti-flicker monitor before.
And this one, I see one picture. It can also, how do you say that? Is it tilt? No, it's pivot.
Swivel.
Pivot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Rotate.
For some programming engineer, this is very good pivot position.
Yeah.
And even for some video editing, they use the different, not like timeline. They use the program.
For
they use-
mobile, if you want to make a
Yes.
TikTok or edit a TikTok or Instagram movie. Okay, yeah,
I
makes
see,
sense.
I see one question in the chat, might be interesting to see. Will this monitor be suitable for 3D graphic designers? I mean, I would say I don't see why not, but I don't
Yeah.
really also know, have to admit, I don't know the exact
Well,
things that 3D designers would be looking for in a monitor. So,
It really depends in what kind of part of the workflow they are.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, you know, it doesn't matter. But if you're going to for accurate color reproduction,
yeah.
then maybe it's better to take one of our creator monitors.
Yes.
We have like a 5K monitor, 4K monitors with high color accuracy.
Yes.
But it really depends on what a 3D, and what
Exactly.
stage of the workflow.
If you're just looking at CAD design or, you know, wireframe,
Yeah.
then yes. But I mean, then in that case, pretty much, I want to say any monitor, as long as it's pretty decent, will do. But indeed, if you're looking for color accuracy, we have better ones, let's put it that way. I mean, this
Yes,
one
of
is
course,
probably
we
also
have
still pretty
better
good,
monitor.
but there are better ones available, yes.
Matthias, I see a question from Solder3G on Twitch. Are these VESA mountable?
Sorry?
Are these monitors VESA mountable?
VESA, yes, we support it.
Okay.
Standard VESA, 100 by 100.
100 by 100, okay.
Yeah.
Let me check if there are questions.
Oh, sorry, let me correct. It's 75 by 75, but
okay.
it's, yes, VESA.
Yeah. He says, very nice.
Yes.
Yes, and I think I have to mention it's building with a Type-C and it's tool-free, so it's very easy to assemble if they need the VESA mount, no matter it's mounted on the wall or mounted on our arm.
Yeah.
Right.
You don't need any screwdriver, it's tool-free.
Oh, Ja will be so happy.
He always loses
Yes.
his
He
screws.
always loses his
I
screws,
know.
and we're always making fun of him, but you know,
Yeah, because
no
if you
matter
look
what, when
closely,
he's-
if you look closely, like at the bottom of where the monitor is hanging on the stand, there seems like a clip. So if you like flip
Yes,
the clip, basically you
that's
can just
right.
take it off, right?
yeah.
That's right.
I can maybe, do you see my cursor? Yes.
No, I don't. Well, yes, I see it.
Yeah, over here.
Yeah.
And actually over here. Okay,
Yes.
cool.
Yeah.
So I already, let's go to the next page, which is the Summit 241S. So Summit sounds like a new name to me.
Yes, Summit. Summit is our flagship level all-in-one PC this year. And it's our first all-in-one PC with a switchable monitor design. Yeah, but it's not only switchable monitor, it's also built in a smart sensor or light sensor.
Okay.
Not only light sensor, it could detect the distance of the human and the human movement or environment lighting. Yeah, for example, if I go to my wife's room, and maybe 5 minutes there's nobody here, it could be shut down.
Okay,
Right.
that's useful.
Yeah.
Yeah, and this is like an all-in-one PC, and we're already doing a long time all-in-one PCs. I'm not sure if everybody knows this, because I would say normally we focus at the B2B market, meaning cash registers,
They're not really
vertical
consumer
markets,
focused.
billboards.
Yeah.
Well, not I
Yeah.
mean billboards, but I mean
Or POS machine.
yeah,
Yeah.
those kind of things. So this design seems for me like a different purpose.
Yes, it's 100% different. It's for the for the people who want a stylish and special and unique design.
Yeah, and if we talk,
no
because
matter-
an all-in-one PC basically means you have a screen. Actually, it's a notebook without keyboard.
No,
And battery. Without
yeah.
battery, I think, as well.
Without battery, indeed.
no,
yeah.
without battery.
Yeah. So what kind of hardware specs are we talking about if we talk about this? Is this Intel or AMD, and is this like also Core i9 with a 3090 VGA card, or what do I need to think of? I guess not, right?
It's an Intel inside, and it's also two dual channel for the memory, but it's without the graphic card.
Okay,
far.
so it's a UMA, integrated graphics.
UMM, yes. Mm-hmm.
I see somebody asking, is there a webcam on it? I would assume yes, but
Yes, it's on top.
yeah. So it's also great if you want to have like Zoom meetings at home. If you're, it's perfect for that kind of use.
And can
Yes.
you? I see on the back also an HDMI connector. Can you also connect an external monitor?
Yes, that actually that's the HDMI input.
Oh,
So if
for the Xbox.
you have a yes for Xbox, of course. For example, that's our special technology. We call it instant display technology.
Okay.
Our all-in-one could be a normal monitor. It could be the regular monitor. Even the system is turned off, completely off. It could be the monitor. So you just plug in the HDMI to our HDMI input port. Yeah, it just be the monitor.
Yeah.
So you can use it with pretty much, well, any other external device as a separate monitor.
Yes.
And I also see another HDMI over here. It looks like it, and I
And
see
it
two
also
LAN.
have the Thunderbolt.
Also Thunderbolt.
I am tempted by,
Yeah.
by this comment, and I have to share this with you. Giorno is saying, hey MSI, give me a free PC and I will destroy my Lenovo.
Good.
I'm hesitating because I would love to see that, but somehow I doubt, and I also wouldn't recommend. I mean, why destroy? Assuming the Lenovo still works, why destroy a perfectly good PC? Maybe give it to somebody else then. Anyway.
Yeah, that's a good suggestion.
I see a question. I don't know how to pronounce your name. I'm sorry. Will MSI ever contribute to the Open RGB software project? That's a good question. To be honest, I don't know this project. But I assume it's for all vendors, some API or something. Actually, we have an API. So other software can just link to our API, and then I'm lost. I don't know how it works. But actually, you know, they can communicate with each other.
Yes.
But I will have to look into that. Peter, can you please make a note about this?
Yeah, sure. We can always check it out if it's something that,
Yeah.
that can help,
Because
unify
probably a lot more
the
comments will
software.
come, and then I mean, don't expect next week an update or a press release that we joined to open RGB software project. But yeah, it sounds interesting, and I'm always for exchangeability between different brands and hardware.
Yeah, we can always look into it. So thanks for bringing this to our attention.
When will the MSI SSD release? Don't know yet, but it will be months away.
Yeah. It's okay, other people are taking it a bit further. Give me a free PC, I will destroy the universe.
Now, people are also asking about memory. No plans for that.
No.
Memory.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves, guys.
I don't see any questions anymore for you. Do you have more to talk about the products?
I think
you
for
can
this
talk about
all-in-one.
ours, right?
Yes, of course.
Yeah.
And I would never destroy it.
No. So Peter, don't take this free PC to give away.
No, hell no.
Yeah. Thanks for your time.
Yeah, no problem at all.
And I hope we didn't wake up your kids. I didn't see anybody screaming.
No, well,
So far, so good.
yes. Either that or you have really good noise cancelling microphone.
Yeah, I think it's now past midnight in Taiwan.
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Again, thank you for joining.
Yes.
Thank you.
We are going to do a giveaway, and yeah, maybe in one of the future live streams, we'll ask you again, and then we can talk for hours about all these new products.
Sure.
All right.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
All right,
Matthias.
thank you.
Bye-bye.
Take care.
Stay
Bye-bye.
safe.
All right.
So, that was Matthias
Yes.
and his kids probably in the background.
Well, let's hope we didn't wake them. I'm sure. Yeah, I saw a lot of people in chat trying to keep it down.
So
that's
Peter,
good.
explain to me what you're doing here.
What am I doing here?
Okay, we're going to do a giveaway. Go to msi.com/2/insider or on YouTube and Twitch. Our spam bot will spam the Gleam link. You can click on that, and I hope that somebody with a loyalty bonus wins. Please let us know the loyalty bonus. How does it work for you? I saw some people. I actually saw several winners already based on that. Not today. So Peter, what about this one? Okay, clear.
Yes.
Then I was confused.
No, I mean, again, like we have a system in the background picking winners.
Yes,
So that's what I was
like
doing.
a
I was
lucky draw.
engaging the random system to draw.
Yeah,
another
so the
winner.
next winner is Brookster.
Brookster.
Oh yeah, that sounds better.
Congratulations.
Brookster.
Brookster.
Congratulations! In the coming day, we will send you an email with the Watch Dogs Legion.
There you go.
Hey!
You got it right.
Yeah.
Hey, we're
This took
getting
me
there.
5 times.
Get some practice, you know, but
Yeah.
you'll get it wrong next time.
Congrats! And yeah, we will give more stuff away.
Don't worry. Yes.
Let's talk a little bit about our
What's up
motherboards.
next? Yeah. Motherboards?
Yeah.
Really? Didn't you cover that like recently?
Yeah. That's why we can. I don't know why this is this NDI stuff. It's always.
Yeah. It's always lagging a bit.
Yeah. So I have a pen here, and I have a nice notebook.
You have an apple, you have a pen.
Yeah. Later we
Pineapple
talk about
pen?
notebooks. Just to touch a little bit about on our main boards.
You want to switch to
No, I mean no need. It's on the screen. I have
I
here
saw you
one.
holding it, but it's like just to get into the feel of things. Or
Peter. Okay, if you really want.
I don't. It's not that I want to. It looked like you want to.
I think people who are into building their own PC already know that a new 500 series launched from Intel, was it? Yes. So we did a live stream, I think on the 13th somewhere, 6th and the 7th and the 13th, 6th and 13th, yeah, 6th and the 13th, yeah. The 13th we did a live stream. That was really just a few days after the launch of these new models. This is the Z590 Ace. And yeah, we barely scratched the surface on of course, CPU performance, because Rocket Lake is still NDA. That will launch later. When it launches, we will also try to invite somebody from Intel, talk about the architecture, talk about the interesting stuff, and we will do some benchmarks with it. Hopefully by that time we can have our water cooling and our SSDs, don't know yet. We will see. So if you're interested in Z590, we did a complete live stream, but soon, I would say in like 3-4 weeks, we're going to do another live stream about some more motherboards, because not only Z590, I have here, this is the Ace motherboard, I have here as well our Godlike motherboard, and that live stream, I think it was 2 weeks ago, we really were in a hurry. We forgot so much details. Michiel was laughing afterwards because we spent so much time getting all the accessories. You have some accessories on top of here. We spent a lot of time getting them, and then in the end we didn't have time during the live stream to show them to you. Anyway.
A couple of questions, Eric. One is, can you say something about the M.2 SSDs on the motherboard? One slot is Gen 4 × 4 and the others, but I think maybe you covered this in the live stream previously.
I can, the top slot on all the boards is always Gen 4. The other slots really depend on the design, and most time is Gen 3. And this has to do with the architecture. You can compare the 500 series like with the B550. B550 can also do only one slot on most models. There are exceptions. For example, Unify is one of the exceptions. And then, well, I think, yeah, okay, I'm talking M.2, by the way.
Yes.
I'm talking M.2.
Yeah.
And then if you want really more Gen 4 M.2s, best is to take something high-end like X570, X299 or TRX40. Then you have enough PCI Express lanes, because that is the problem. The new Intel CPU called Rocket Lake or 11th Gen, it added four extra lanes, 4 PCI Express Gen 4 lanes. So it totals to 20. So you have 16 for the PCI Express slot for the GPU. And you have 4 for the M.2 slot.
Yep.
And yeah, well, actually for the VGA slot you don't need them. I mean, of course it makes 1% performance.
Once things like RTX IO start kicking off, though, that can be useful.
Yes, absolutely.
But so, for now, yeah, not really.
Yeah, for GPU performance, like frames per second, maybe like 0.5%, 1%, maybe 1 frame or something per second extra. Yeah, woo, nice.
Yeah.
But indeed, like what Peter is saying, like. Yeah, you said direct I/O.
No, RTX I/O is one
RTX I/O, but I think it's direct.
It's what most people will know.
Direct storage or something from Microsoft, because
it's basically that the graphics card bypasses the CPU and can basically do all the draw calls directly. So the CPU no longer potentially bottlenecks at the high FPS, for example.
Yeah, indeed.
Also a question, Federico, are all of these products coming to Europe?
Yes.
Yeah. Yes.
Yeah. Well, everything what we show here.
Yes, exactly.
And talking about availability, Intel, I cannot say that. Intel pulled in the launch by some time. I cannot exactly tell you how much, because then you know the NDA launch date, which I'm not allowed to talk about. But it pulled in the launch, so everybody was surprised. So I believe most products will go now into mass production. But like I already told you, Chinese New Year is coming up. The factories in China are closed. Production stops. So yes, I believe you will see some Z590 and related boards before Chinese New Year. Actually, so in the coming weeks. But the volume, that for sure will be in March. Meaning after Chinese New Year. Then it still needs to be shipped, etc. And then land in the store from warehouse to warehouse, distribution center into the store. So yeah, March, I think you will see good availability on the Z590 boards. And before that time, in February, I don't know. I can.
Also, another question by Eor12: is there going to be MSI RAM? We just answered
No.
this, by the way, but no.
Well,
at least not for now. There's no
Never
plan.
say no, but not for now, indeed.
So, no. For now, no.
Yeah, I should leave this here. Maybe Peter, we can show this because if we are,
Yes.
maybe first talk about the one on the screen, Peter.
Yeah, sure. Go ahead. So
Okay.
these are the Z590 units. Oh,
Yeah,
right,
so this is one board we
Z590i.
didn't have in our stream a couple of weeks ago, 2 weeks ago. This is MSI Z590i Unify Mini ITX. Michiel, he loves this. He's really into ITX and all the cases and motherboards, and is my GPU too long or too short?
He wants to ITX all the things.
Yeah, indeed.
Pretty much.
So this is a very small but powerful board. And hopefully in a couple of weeks, maybe month time, we can also have this one here to show you more in detail. But yeah, it has a very beefy VRM. As you can see here as well. Oh, that's too fast. Yeah, me with my thick fingers. Anyway, as you can see here, we're cooling. That's this generation new. We're also cooling the chokes. Because they also generate heat, and by cooling them, you also get better performance. So it's all in the small details. To be honest,
Some Ifer is asking how many M.2 cards can I put onto the new motherboard. It depends. Every motherboard has different, but most of them it's either two. Most of them two, I think.
well,
Right?
if we can take this one.
Yeah. That's the Godlike, by the way. So
Yeah,
that's
this
our top-end
Godlike.
model.
So
There, I think you can do what, 3, 4?
to be honest, I don't know. I would say 4.
Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Something like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is 4.
But that's
Then-
the highest end model.
That's the highest end
obviously.
model. Ow! Ah! It bit me. Oh, Peter!
Oh. Okay, we need to get you some antidote.
Damn it.
Yeah. Watch out.
Anyway, yeah, that happens.
Yeah.
This is our Ace motherboard, and I need to see.
Ace
I
is
would say
also
this one has 3.
Also, Ace is also relatively high end though, right?
Yeah, 1,
Yes, 2.
2, and
3.
I think
There's
this one
one
is
under there.
3. Or maybe you have a shorter one here.
Yeah.
Anyway,
And then maybe show one of the MAG, so that's the Arsenal series.
yes, this is the blood everywhere.
Torpedo. Yeah. The Torpedo. So this is the Arsenal series. Arsenal series is, I want to say, more entry level. I'm not sure if that's the correct way of saying
Yeah,
it.
this is for in the gaming segment. This is the entry level, so
Yes.
you don't get all the fancy stuff.
But you can already see there's 2, at least I can see 2 exposed M.2 slots, and there's one, I think, even below that heatsink, right?
Yes,
So
indeed.
you got 3.
Indeed. So if you, because this actually is not Z590. Of 2 weeks ago, we showed you the Z590 Torpedo and Tomahawk.
Yeah.
This is the B560 Torpedo.
Right.
So, and this one has, one of the differences, there are more differences, we will go in a couple of weeks into all of them. But one of the differences is the heat shields. You don't have that here on all the slots. On Z590 you have.
Yeah.
This one only has 1 over here. And a lot of other stuff, of course, because this is B560, meaning you get basically less less features.
Yeah.
Interesting part about B560 generation is that you can overclock the memory. And Intel never did that in the past. It was you need to have the Z series or X for that matter, Z590, Z490, overclocking memory and the CPU. This generation, B560, so let's say the mid-range board, you can also overclock the memory. And last week, I think we showed you, or was it internal?
I'm not sure.
I think
by the way, the
2 weeks ago.
the same person asking about the how many slots is saying they want to have the Gen 4 possibility. How many of those? Well, I think at least 1, right? That's
Yes,
the top slot
at
usually.
least 1, and it depends on the mainboard design. There is
Yes.
one other board which can do more, but it's complicated. So we will explain that
Yes.
in like
But usually it's
3
at
weeks
least
time,
1,
I would say.
And it will be the top slot.
Yes.
In most of
top
the,
slot,
yes.
always Gen 4.
Yes, closest
Yes.
to the CPU.
So this is, Peter, maybe you can go to the, I will put this here.
To
somewhere.
the PPT. Yes.
Yeah, so
Sorry.
this was the B560 Torpedo. And then we also have another upcoming thing, which is the
H510M.
H510M Pro. Peter?
Sorry, yeah?
Hey.
Oh,
I have one.
I was looking at the picture.
Cool. Yeah, me too.
All right.
Well, sometimes on the picture you can see more than the real board because it's focus and the glare.
Yeah,
So
try to,
this,
because it is not, the focus is, so try to move it a bit close to the camera. See if you can.
so this is the H510M Pro, and
there
H510
we go.
is the entry-level chipset for the 500 series from Intel. And you can already see this. This is micro ATX. This is micro ATX.
M-ATX?
Yeah, this is micro ATX. Micro ATX board. It doesn't have a lot of heat sinks. It doesn't have a lot of phases. You also don't find something like Dr. Moz on this one.
But the Pro in the name kind of gives it away. It's more for professional
yeah, this is for
usage.
office usage. So normally it can run, of course, a Core i9, but generally nobody is doing that. It's for a Core i3, a Pentium, these kind of CPUs.
Yes.
Just for office usage. Almost no features. Still Gen 4. So, sorry, this one not. Sorry, this one not. Still
Whoops.
Gen 4. Yeah, well, this one has Gen 4. I think on the VGA. It's
try again.
It's complicated.
Yeah, there we go.
No,
it is.
I think on the VGA, but not on the M.2 slot.
Right.
Something like that. Anyway, that's Michiel can explain more about that in the coming period.
Ooh, it's somebody, Kid Rivera saying, I want to sell my B550 Tomahawk to change the B550 Carbon Wi-Fi. Is it worth it? I guess only if the Wi-Fi part is really important to you and maybe the Carbon look and feel and some RGB.
Well, yeah, indeed. Like what Peter's saying, you don't get extra performance from it unless you're really going to overclock and then the performance.
Yeah.
I mean, in benchmarks, you might see, Peter, can you switch? You might see some extra performance in benchmarks, but in real life, you don't notice that. CPU is still the same.
Well, that's why if you're saying, is it worth it? It depends on what you're looking for. If it's extra performance, no, you're probably not going to notice much of a difference. No. If it's the appearance and one you find way more beautiful and you like the RGB, stuff like that, then yes, it might be worth it for you. So in the end, the question is back to you is, well, what are you looking for?
And features like if you need Wi-Fi or maybe some extra
that's the big one, the big difference.
Type-C or faster USB, these kind of small aspects can differ.
Yeah.
When will MSI make white GPUs? Interesting one. Yeah, maybe we need to look into that. I will feed back to our, well, actually Bryant, but he's already gone.
He was just there, yeah.
Yeah.
But I'm sure, this is one of these things where it's white GPUs is always a
Can you maybe
question.
go to...
This?
Yes. It's
I can read minds.
It's young. Yeah. I want to talk a little bit about Resize Bar. This is a new feature what AMD announced with the launch of the new 5000 CPUs. NVIDIA is also going to support this. And we now have beta BIOS on our website for all the listed chipsets there. So from top to bottom, let's say 500 series. Of course, they're brand new, so they come with this. But also 400 series and 300 series. Yes. So you can enjoy this. For AMD, it's strange. Anyway, TRX 40, X570, so the 500 series and also the 400 series. Not the 300 series. But for AMD, there's a small remark. You need to... only with selected AM4 processor. So it depends on the CPU.
Yes. And specific BIOS version also. I mean, the BIOS obviously might need to be updated depending on which motherboard you have to be able to support it, because it wasn't supported in the original BIOS. So it's a new feature. It'll have to be added into with a new BIOS version.
Jordi, sorry, I don't know. Can we rotate the?
What is he? Okay.
Can we rotate the Coreliquid MSI logo? We can in MAG.
It didn't look like it because
but in
it wasn't
MPG,
round.
I don't know. And indeed, like what Peter's saying, I assume not.
But that's a good question. And once we have a sample on hand, we can show you.
Yes, 1.5 months maybe.
Yeah.
When is your new gaming monitor?
Oh,
you should have joined last week.
Yeah, there was a whole stream about gaming monitors. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, actually.
But later on this stream, we might also have something about new gaming monitors for you.
Yes. So Resize Bar gives you depending on the game, depending on the platform, depending on the GPU, will give you some extra percentage of performance. And don't expect you get a boost of 10%. We're talking about 1 to 3% depending the scenario. But hey, it's free performance. Just buy a BIOS update. And I always tell people, don't update your BIOS unless you have a good reason, like something
for
is
example,
not working.
like a problem. Yeah.
Yeah. Well, I don't want to say this is a good reason.
Like, there's a rule amongst people who are experienced with PCs, and it's mostly like, if it ain't broken, don't try to fix it.
Nope.
Just leave it and enjoy it while it's working. Because you never know, once you do something like that, either you'll maybe, I don't know, wipe all your overclocking settings, you have to do everything again, or you might create a problem where before there wasn't one. So it can happen.
Yeah.
Anyway.
I think it's time, Peter.
Is it?
Yeah, we'll not do a giveaway, but let's call Jesse.
Jesse, yes. Let me see. Let's go back to the main.
Because we're going to talk about notebooks.
Yes.
And I have a nice model here. When I got this one, I almost broke it because but it was a feature they told me, so
yes.
And it comes with a pen. Really feels nice.
Yes.
But more about that later. So Peter is doing his magic.
Yep.
No, that's not Matthias.
Oh, no, wrong name. Wait, what? Where's the name tag?
You need to disable Matthias.
Yep. Here we go. This should be the... Yay! There we
Hello,
go.
hello.
Hey, hello, hello.
Dutch people
Hello,
going
hello.
to talk English. This will be fun.
Exactly.
Should be.
Nobody cares. They are here for the free notebooks.
The
free
free
stuff.
ones? Wait, what? What was I not told?
No. For the game codes, let's say like that.
All right.
So yes, can you maybe tell me or tell us a little bit about you? What are you doing in daily work?
Yeah, of course. So my name is Jesse, or Jesse if you can pronounce it in Dutch. So I work for the Dutch notebook division for MSI. And yeah, basically I'm in contact with all the stores that are selling our notebooks.
Yeah, so you're responsible for the Benelux market, or only
Exactly. Benelux, yeah.
Okay, Benelux, yeah. Okay, cool. So you know a lot about all the notebooks, but not really all the small technical details, because the previous people were product marketing, so maybe you cannot answer all the questions.
I will try my best, no worries.
Yeah, that's cool. So last week we already saw a lot of new notebooks introduced, so now people also have the chance to ask questions about this. One of the first models I have here, well, I don't have here, is a GE76 or the GE66 Raider.
That's correct, yeah.
So can you tell me a little bit about that, or can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, of course. So the GE is our top of the line right now. So
Because it used to be GT, right?
Exactly. Yes, we used to have a GT series.
It was desktop replacement.
Yeah, exactly. But we managed to squeeze in all the best hardware that you would want in your notebook. We managed to squeeze it in the GE series.
Cool.
Yeah. So obviously, what we strive for is your true gaming experience, also with laptops. And what do we need for that? Yeah, it's the best hardware, but also the best cooling available. So what we did with the new GE series, we redesigned the cooling system. So we have wider heat pipes, we have better airflow for cooling. So yeah, then it can optimize everything you would need, like for your RTX 3060, your 3070, and even your 3080.
Yeah, and
in this profile. Yeah.
This cooling is also based on the one from the GT, right? Which is a massive cooling.
Yes.
Because I remember, I think Michiel and me were on Gamescom, and there we did also a booth tour. We talked with NVIDIA, we talked with their Bauer, and then we also had our GT cooling there exposed on display, and it, really impressive.
I mean, the GTs were, I want to say, ridiculous almost, because they featured like full-size mechanical keyboards at some point, and dual graphics cards, and they were like, what?
Yeah. We still want to keep it mobile, you know. So that's what we want to do here. We really want to have the best performance that we can give you in a mobile chassis. Yeah. Yeah.
And if I look at the pictures, because we don't have samples yet of these models, at the front there's also an RGB bar.
Yeah, exactly. So this is our panoramic Aurora lighting. So that's really a full-size RGB bar on the front.
Cool.
And this includes RGB sync into your game environment. So when you're playing like new AAA titles or whatever, this syncs up with the environment of the game you're in. And even if you're in danger, your keyboard can flash red if you wanted to.
So Peter, you were thinking you had a red LED keyboard, but it's RGB. You're always in danger.
Yeah, I know. I'm always in the danger zone.
Yeah, it looks really nice.
It does, yeah.
These also come with the new NVIDIA GPU. So I think, Peter, you have a movie about that?
A little movie, yeah. Let's do it. It's a very
play
short
it.
movie, guys.
I think audio is disabled, Peter.
Yeah,
so we can just continue
Talk over
talking.
Yes.
Because they announced also the mobile Ampere architecture. Comes also with all the cool stuff. And for notebooks, they also optimized it. Later we will talk about Max-Q and those things, because that's a hot topic.
Yes.
But yeah, basically you find all the things. This is one of the new things, Whisper Mode 2.0. So can you explain about that, or shall I do it?
You can do it, Eric. No worries.
Maybe I don't know what
if
it is.
You want to.
No, but this is in the GeForce experience drivers. You can set the acoustic level of your gaming notebook, and that's, I think, quite interesting. Ray tracing, DLSS with all the games. I think Fortnite is not it's a nice game, but for ray tracing,
well,
no.
Depends.
But
if you're
Minecraft,
playing it
awesome.
casually.
Yeah, so this is our Dragon Edition. Maybe some people are aware of the Dragon Editions. This is the Dragon Tiamat. So we have a unique etching of this dragon, and it really presents like the supreme strength and force and our endless pursuit for gaming performance. So for those who are really looking to also showcase that they are a true gamer and they really believe in the gaming performance, this is your notebook. This is just to showcase what you represent and what MSI represents.
I really love this one.
Yeah, this one looks really nice.
Probably they won't give me one. But it looks really awesome.
Yeah.
So, and this one will also be available from the beginning, or is this like a limited edition?
It is a bit difficult to say, because we don't have an actual date yet when it will be available. It should actually be a limited edition, but I don't have all the details for this at the moment. So
and this Dragon Edition will only be in 17-inch, or will there also be a 16-inch?
No, only the 17.3 inch. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, it looks really nice. Let's talk a little bit about stealth. I really like these models. The GS series. So GS is positioned below GE.
Not really. You can actually find the same hardware configuration or the same hardware specs you would want in a GE and a GS. However, it is thinner. So when we look at, for example, your RTX 3070 and 3080, then it would be a little less, yes, because there's less room for cooling. So then we have a little lower TGP. But you would still find your Intel i7, your Intel i9 even, with up to 64 gigs of RAM in this model, yes.
So it's basically, if you want just a little bit more portability, so these ones will probably also be a bit lighter than the GE versions. So it's just a choice of what do you prefer. Do you want to go all out performance? Then GE is probably your best choice. GS, still pretty friggin' sweet for performance. Definitely. But a little bit better in portability and a little bit lighter.
Yeah, and it really has that stealthy design. So for those who use their notebook also for business purposes, but they want that really crazy fast notebook for gaming or any other purpose, you might want to use the GS because it's entirely it's black. It's very stealthy. It's a sleek design. Yeah, it's just very nice.
It doesn't really scream gamer either,
Exactly.
right? It can even be used as a business laptop if you so choose. I remember also a lot of people that I when we had events. Jesus, I can't even remember how long that was ago. But I remember talking to most of the people at events that you talk to are gamers, so it's always the similar topics that they talk about. But I was also surprised. But every time I spoke to, for example, architects or something, they also tend to use MSI laptops because of the powerful hardware. Of course, they need to run 3D programs and stuff like that with their. They need to make representations of what things are going to look like once they're done with it, with their projects. And they really love the fact that it's both understated, so it can still be used as a business laptop. It's not too flashy.
Definitely.
But it does have the power to pretty much do anything you want with it. So it's a really good combination.
One question on YouTube from Merrick. Is the design of the Dragon in the touchpad as well?
It goes all the way through. So yeah,
can you feel it over there as well, or is it just like a print?
You cannot feel it. No,
Okay.
as far as I know.
Yeah.
That's very difficult to etch in.
I think also it would not be a really good choice, because if it's a touchpad and you've got the shapes in there, it wouldn't really help.
Exactly. Yeah. One very nice feature though for the GS, maybe you can go back to that slide.
Yeah.
You can see that it has a very wide touchpad.
Yes.
So if you're actually using the touchpad, that's really nice to work with, and it's so smooth. Your finger just glides over it. It's very nice to work with.
Yeah, I think in the past we also got a lot of comments about our touchpads, and this was like 3 or 4 years ago. They were annoying to use, and we really improved on that.
Yeah,
yes,
definitely.
That's a big step. If we talk about the keyboard, in the past we had keyboards with SteelSeries. Do we still have that? And on what models can we expect something like that?
Yes, we do. We still have the SteelSeries keyboards. So all the RGB keyboards are SteelSeries.
Okay. Yeah, and this basically means you have their software. You can per RGB lighting, so you can make whatever you want in the keys, what logos or scenarios flashing, all going around. But also supported by several games, like Counter-Strike, for example.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So for our GE, GS, and the GP models, we have per key RGB. And later on, we will discuss the Stealth 15M. That has a full layout RGB. So just a singular color, but you do have your RGB options. Yeah.
I'm checking all the questions about the toasters. No MSI toasters, don't worry.
No.
Then we have the Leopard, the GP series.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So the Leopard, the GP series, this entire chassis, as we call it, we really developed it through. We recreated it.
So the overall tooling.
Yes, exactly. Yeah. So the overall chassis is much stronger now. It has sturdier hinges. You can just open it with one hand. We really say this is the engineer's choice. So if you're an engineer or you still want to game, obviously you can still use the GP series. Yeah.
So it's a bit sturdier, a bit tougher?
Definitely, yes.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's definitely sturdier and tougher. We relocated the I/O ports, so it might be interesting for those who want to see the I/O port placement. Just go to our website, and then you will see all the I/O ports on the back, on the both sides. Because we have a couple I/O ports on the back side as well.
Yeah, on the render we're seeing, it seems like the back is completely closed. It doesn't show any I/O, but I guess then,
So they are here, is this, can you close it, or are they below this?
So...
Or did I put the wrong picture on? That can also
no. You're seeing the top, so you're seeing the cover right now.
Okay, we're looking at it from the... Okay,
now I understand. So there are... located here. So this notebook is closed. It's not open. Yeah.
Exactly. Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Explains a lot. So if we talk about Peter,
Yes.
let's do a giveaway.
Oh, all right. Yeah. Well,
Yeah,
why
I saw
not?
somebody in
Sure.
the chat reminding us. I think it's time.
Okay.
So everybody, you can still join the giveaway. Go to msi.com/2/insider or on YouTube and Twitch. The spam bot each 5 minutes spams a link, a Gleam link. You can click on it, save, and yeah, you just participate. And today or this week, you can win a Watch Dogs Legion game
You're
code.
really trying, Eric. You're really trying.
Yeah, probably next week. I forgot it already. Anyway, so the next winner. Oh my God, Peter. True Slava Gopnik.
Hey,
Yeah.
Yeah, that one wasn't easy. I was also looking like.
It looked like a big puzzle. True Slava Gopnik.
Yeah.
Congratulations. You won the Watch Dogs Legion game code.
Hey, that makes 3. Wow.
Yeah. In the coming days, we will send you one by email. So
Yes.
let's go back to the notebooks.
Yes.
So
All
do
right.
we? Sorry, we need to get rid of these game codes.
No,
It's like that.
Yeah.
So any new features we introduced this generation for the notebooks? Because I know we improved. I saw a question about the screen, for example. What about 4040p screens?
1440p.
Or 4K? What is the status about that? Peter and me were not really into notebooks, so we have to ask you.
Okay, so for the GE and the GS series, we have full HD with up to 300 hertz
Okay,
screens.
300, wow.
Yes, yeah. And we have 4K up to 120 hertz.
Nice.
All right.
So that's very that's a quite high refresh
Target,
rate.
yeah.
For 4K, definitely. So for the GP Leopard, this only comes in 144 hertz.
That's still pretty good.
Yeah.
It's still very good, definitely. So if you're like, okay, I'm playing games and I always kept my FPS at 144 FPS,
Yes.
then this is a perfect choice for you. Yeah.
And it's full HD or also 1440p?
No, only
the
full
Leopard.
HD.
Only full HD. Okay.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
And nowadays, if you look into connectivity, I think all the notebooks have Type-C and USB 10
Yes.
those kind of things.
Yeah, exactly. So all of the notebooks have USB-C, Type-C, exactly. I mean, DisplayPort. We can support 8K displays, or you can even have like 3 separate monitors connected to your notebook. Yeah.
I see a question. What kind of specs do you need to hit 240 to 360? Actually, that's quite easy. You don't need a lot. You need a fast CPU. Most people use this to play esport games, and then you need to think about Counter-Strike. If you have a fast enough CPU, the GPU doesn't matter that much, and you can crank out. Peter, 700,
No,
1000?
the thing with this is that you're asking a general question, but it's different per game.
Absolutely.
So indeed, in most competitive titles like CS:GO, what you need is a powerful CPU with high IPC or per core performance, basically. And your GPU, it needs to be a bit better than integrated, but anything above that is pretty much okay. And you can easily get, 600-700 FPS. But yeah, if you're looking at other, more AAA games like Cyberpunk, that's not really realistic to play that at 360 FPS. Even at
If you
full
drop the
HD
zero,
with
maybe?
a 3090, I think that's, you have to lower the graphics to such a point that you really have to ask yourself, why are you playing this game
Yeah.
with
But
those graphics settings?
That's nice, though. I mean, I think there was one period, like with Crysis a long time ago, you needed to have the hardware to catch up with the game. Then there was a long period, there were no games who could fulfill all the hardware. Of course, there was always one stupid game.
Yeah.
And
Then there was Microsoft Flight Sim.
Yeah, and this switches each time. And now again, like with Flight Sim, with
Cyberpunk.
there are more, but Cyberpunk, they're really pushing the limits.
Yeah. Again. Yeah.
Yeah, really nice. And probably next generation when Nvidia, Intel, AMD, they launch their new hardware, it's like easy, and then we're waiting for new games again.
Yeah.
Cyberpunk is a new crisis, yeah?
Kind
Yeah, definitely. Yeah.
And
You
Flight
can say
Sim
that.
as well. So let us check the next model. So we also have the GF 75 and 65 thin.
Yeah, exactly. So if you really want to get into to a gaming notebook, when you're a little bit on a budget, or you're like, okay, I want to play games on my notebook, but I won't use it that often for this particular reason. This is the models that you would be looking into usually.
Are we then talking about like 1K or 1.2K, 1.5K?
In that ballpark, depends on the configuration,
Of course.
obviously. Yeah, so that really depends again on
800?
I don't think so, but maybe if there's a good deal,
Okay, above 1K, okay.
Just something like that. It really depends on where you live again, and what kind of configuration you're looking for. Usually, we want to supply these with an i7. They also come with the RTX 3060. Even in this thin model with a nice hairbrushed cover. So there's still a lot of options for this particular model. Yeah.
Nice.
But indeed, like you said, the GF is more what you would say the entry level of our gaming laptops, right?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
So, and then, I mean, if I look at this, you don't have an RGB keyboard. I assume the screen is just like 60?
No, we also have 144 hertz.
Okay, so it's still gaming.
Yeah, definitely. These are all gaming notebooks.
Yeah.
We all really define this as a gaming notebook.
We've got a question by Jaden101 who's asking what's the weight, for example, on any of these GF notebooks, for example, that series. What's the weight like on average? Depends on the model, I guess, but still, I mean, are they heavy? Are they light?
I mean, the 17-inch is 2.3 kilograms, and the 15-inch would be 2.1. No, even
lighter.
Even lighter, 1.9.
Right.
So it's still very light.
Yeah.
For a notebook,
consider that
definitely.
pretty light.
Yeah. If you talk about the GS, so with a really high spec, that one is only 2.1 kilograms.
Okay.
Okay, a few questions from the chat. I hope these have Thunderbolt for eGPU. So can you explain a little bit in the gaming notebooks where we can expect Thunderbolt? And maybe you don't know, but do we expect support eGPU?
External
so
GPUs.
the external GPU via Thunderbolt?
That's a difficult question. I'm not sure if we support an external GPU at this point.
I think it's also useless. I mean, you buy a 3070 or something, and then you already want to buy an external GPU.
Yeah, exactly. So we still want to focus on having all the that really necessary hardware in your notebook.
Yeah.
So at this
Gaming
moment,
on the go.
Exactly. Yeah. Keep everything mobile. So at this moment, we are not looking into the external GPUs, as far as I know.
Yeah. Well, maybe from another brand or something. And what models can we expect Thunderbolt? Is this like from GS or also one level lower, GP?
Well, let me check that just to be sure. We have the GS that obviously has Thunderbolt. Let me see furthermore. It's one we still have to cover.
So please type your question again because you. Because there are a lot of questions. We're following chats from Facebook.
But also, I mean, it could be. I'm not sure if you're sharing some content in your question, like a link. Sometimes that can cause it to be blocked by, for example, YouTube or something.
Yeah,
and maybe the answer is too
difficult.
So certain models have Thunderbolt, and certain models we still focus on the USB-C.
And when are these models available in the market? Because I see a question: when is on YouTube? When is the GP76 going to be launched in the Indian market?
Yeah.
Can you maybe give a worldwide, global perspective on when we can expect these notebooks in the market?
It's very difficult for me to say. Like from my point of view, looking at the Benelux.
Sure.
we already have the GE and the GP available.
Okay.
So it's really dependent on
Your region.
Yeah, your region exactly,
Yeah.
and the configuration you're looking for.
But
So
I'm sure if you have them, then they're shipping, maybe not arrive, but shipping in other regions as well.
Yeah.
And then you said which models did you say?
GE and the GP Leopard.
Okay.
Yes.
So GE and GE. So in GS and GF will be like 1 month out, 2 months out.
Hopefully very soon.
Okay.
Yeah.
Already on the boat and shipping.
That's
Already airplane.
that's what we are expecting.
Yeah, indeed, cool.
Yeah.
So let us talk a little bit about some other notebooks. These are the Stealth 15M, and these are not really for gaming. Can you, explain a little bit about what the purpose for these notebooks is?
It is actually a gaming notebook.
Oh.
Yeah. This is our thinnest 15-inch gaming notebook.
I now remember. Yeah, Stealth is a gaming notebook.
Yeah. So
wow.
It's like I mentioned, this is the thinnest 15-inch. It's only 16 millimeters high, and it weighs 1.6 kilograms, and it's a full aluminum build.
Wow. Nice.
Yeah, so it's a very, very nice notebook.
I saw some people in the chat already saying, why you have always the big gaming logos and the colors and etc. Yeah. So this basically is like an incognito gaming notebook.
Yeah, exactly. It's very sleek design again, just like the GS. Also for the GS and this one, our logos are like silver grayish, so it's not that flashy.
No.
So again, if you really don't want that flashy gaming notebook, something like this is really for you.
Yeah. Still RGB backlit keyboard. Not RGB, just
I think it's
white.
Single color.
Yeah.
No, it actually is RGB, but it's not per key RGB.
Ah, okay, cool.
Yeah. So you can still define the color that you personally like. Yeah.
Cool.
Halo Black Ops Tankin was asking, are there going to be QHD in the future of notebook? I think we already have them, but it depends, on the model. So you have to look at specific models, and then there will be variants of full HD, QHD, or even up to 4K in some instances. So they should be available. If they're available in your market, that's another question. Also, Max Bunny was asking a question that we did answer earlier in the stream about.
Please go back.
NVIDIA dropping the naming schemes with the Max Q, Max P, and full powered. We covered that earlier on in the stream. So if you want that full information, we actually had a nice overview for you. So you can go back and
15
rewatch
minutes.
that if you want.
I checked it.
But we gave pretty much full disclosure on that to give you the information.
Yeah, exactly. One thing I really want to mention on this one, this is the first Tiger Lake CPU that we are using for a gaming notebook. Yeah.
Oh, so this is Tiger Lake also with the integrated graphics. These come also with the GPU, right?
These come with a GPU, yes. Yeah. So you would either choose between an GTX 1660, usually Ti, or the RTX 3060. Yeah. Indeed. And then both colors are available too.
Oh, nice. And because I asked you this before as well, are these notebooks? I really don't know anything about notebooks. Well, not anything, little. So are these notebooks 11 Gen? You said no, because 11 Gen didn't launch for the high end. So it's all 10 Gen, but it already launched for the low power CPUs. So this is Tiger Lake low power 11 Gen.
Yeah.
Low voltage, actually, I should say.
Yeah, these are still H series.
Okay.
But you would have, for example, the 11370H.
Yeah.
So it really depends on the configuration, obviously, but that's just an example of an i7 CPU that we would be using in this model. Yeah.
Yeah. If we talk about Wi-Fi, is everything Wi-Fi 6 already?
Yes. So this particular model is Wi-Fi 6. We do have the GE, the GS, and I believe the GP. No, as far as I know, the GE and the GS, they have Wi-Fi 6E.
Ah, okay. The newest Wi-Fi.
Yeah, exactly.
In the 6 gigahertz band.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
So and the rest is all Wi-Fi 6. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Let's go to the next one. This is the Creator 15, and it says touch. So I assume touchscreen.
Yeah, finger touch, as we call it. Yeah.
So is that single touch finger, or is it 10 finger touch, or
10 finger
Okay.
touch. Yeah.
11 finger touch?
You need help with that.
Yeah. So yeah, we have them both with touch and without touch. So it really depends on your preference. And these come with various screens again. So we have 100% Adobe RGB. So
it's really for the content creators who want
color accuracy.
Yeah, the perfect color accuracy.
Yes,
when they,
perfect
design.
color accuracy. Exactly. Yeah. We have them in full HD, obviously. We also have them in 4K. And for those who are really looking into brightness, the 4K panels have 400 nits. Might be very interesting to know.
Yeah, it's HDR.
Yeah. And then the full HD is 300. For those who are familiar with our 17-inch creators, we also have mini LED, and we are hoping that the new Creator 17 will have those mini LED screens again, and they go up to 1180 nits.
Wow, those notebooks are really awesome. The problem is during our live stream, I mean, we cannot capture it, we cannot show it. It's
exactly.
It's really a pity.
And also depends on, the if you're watching it on an old crappy phone or something, then you might think, well, it doesn't look impressive at all. So there's too many variables there for us to reliably
that's the
show
same
you.
when we play games, Peter, and we say, look, it can do 360 FPS, but you're only streaming in 60.
Yeah.
Limitations.
But that's why we invented FPS counters on the screen, right?
That's true.
So we can show you. Anyway.
So this is a Creator notebook. I believe I see a Type C. Is that Thunderbolt?
Yes. Yeah. Thunderbolt again. This also comes with NVIDIA Studio, by the way, because
NVIDIA
it is
Studio drivers default installed.
Yes, exactly. Yeah.
Yeah, really good. I mean, then content creators can directly, they have a performance benefit or optimization, how you say, in a lot of content programs.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Also comes with a 99.9 watt-hour battery, so very long productivity use if you really want to use that battery.
And that's the maximum we can go, because 100 is not allowed in airplanes, right?
I believe they got the nickname barely legal battery, right? Like going right up to the edge of what's allowed, basically. But that's a good thing, because it does give you maximum battery life, basically, as much as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cool.
Let's check this out. So this is the Summit E14 and E15. I believe that's the screen size.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. So we have a 14 and 15 inch.
It looks like this one.
That's the 13 you're holding.
Okay.
Yeah,
Peter, do you have something I can clean this notebook? Well, nobody's watching.
No.
Throw me that over there.
I don't.
Come on.
What? Throw you what? I don't see anything.
And on the corner on the desk.
I still don't see anything.
Come up.
This?
Yes.
All right, catch.
Yeah. So I touched it.
Yeah. Usually it comes with cleaning cloth.
Fat fingers, right, Aaron?
What?
Fat fingers, right?
Yeah, a little bit. But nobody sees this, so. Let's talk about this Summit E. 14 and 15.
So our Summit is really a business laptop. So we also call it Summit Peak of the Mountain. And we really want to have that high productivity, high security and reliability, but also very nice design, because a business notebook doesn't have to be plain or dull, So this is really something to carry along for the business elite, or anyone who really wants that high spec business notebook with a lot of security. This comes with Tiger Lake CPUs, so always an 11th gen. It's military grade, so when you throw it on the ground, it should not damage. Bulletproof, I'm not sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Testing still ongoing, I guess.
Yeah, exactly. So for those who are known with hardware security, this has TPM 2.0, so that's an embedded hardware security chip. It has fingerprint.
Encoding, right?
Yes. Yeah.
This one has fingerprints.
Yeah. If you touch it too much.
Yeah.
Shiny and new. That's what happens with shiny and new products.
Yeah. So this one also comes with a touchscreen, which can be very useful. So yeah, again, we have that fingerprint scanner. We have IR camera, so the infrared, and the E series also come with dedicated graphics.
Oh, nice.
So, yeah, this would still be a dedicated NVIDIA GPU in there.
What kind of up to what kind of GPU can you expect in there?
Configurations that we know right now is with a GTX 1650 Ti.
Right.
But it might again depend on the country you live in.
I mean, it's still pretty decent for some games indeed.
Yeah. Still, if you want to game on your business laptop, there's no problem.
I don't see any reason why not.
Yeah.
So then the next model, which is the Summit E13 or E16 Flip.
Yeah. That's the one you're actually carrying.
Yeah. Let's.
Yeah, I was like afraid I broke it because it can do like this. Oh. And yeah, is that called pivot? Well, I call this fingerprints. Yeah. Anyway, so you can. It comes with a really nice stylus.
Yeah.
MSI pen.
That's the actual MSI pen. Yeah. It has sorry. Continue, Eric.
Yeah, well, and then you can draw, use it for touchscreen presentations, I would say. Also, you can use it like this, I assume?
Yeah. So it actually comes with two different pointers. So it's really about, okay, what you want to use it for, what do you prefer as a pen? Do you want like the really pointy one, or do you want that it's a little...
This one's quite pointy, right?
Yeah, this one is very pointy, yeah. But you can change it to your application. So it has an LED, obviously, to show how much battery life there's still in there. It should have like 36 hours, working hours.
Wow.
So it shouldn't really run out of battery life, unless you don't charge it. And it has Bluetooth connections for remote presentations, and it's a full metal case with a built-in magnet, so you can really draw with it like you're holding an actual pen.
Does it work? Yeah, it switches it on. So can you tell us a little bit about this logo? Because people, I mean, I'm sure they saw it already. It says MSI. It's not 111S1.
No,
MSI.
Or easy,
exactly,
as some people have said.
So this is our new logo. Yes.
Test. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Try the same thing, yeah.
Test. Ooh, high security over here.
Yeah,
if your username is test, the password is also test.
Yes. Well, this thing will be reset and sent for a review, I think, right after this stream, so don't worry about it.
What is this?
I have no idea.
I'm hoping some...
Can you show the laptop itself a bit more? Because maybe, I think also the exterior, to me it looked really nice and premium. It's got like a golden edge there to it. The charging also is through Thunderbolt, I guess, through Type-C.
Thunderbolt 4, Type-C. We have USB 4 with 40 gig G-bits. That's it, yeah.
It's very minimalistic looking, but really classy.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah. Also comes with a Gen 4 SSD.
This is the fingerprint?
Yes, fingerprint scanner.
The fingerprint printer scanner?
Yeah, so it has all the security that you would want in your business notebook. Yeah. And the new MSI logo, obviously. That's nice and shiny for our new business laptops, for the new productivity laptops. So the modern, the prestige, and obviously the summit.
And
Okay,
you
it
can also see
rotates
the screen
automatically.
rotates
Cool.
automatically when you flip it, indeed. So
Yeah.
it's...
Now I need to find a program like Paint or something.
To draw with, yeah.
Oh, God.
Go ahead.
I'm also not sure if you have to turn the pen on, Eric, for it to detect it, or if there's any way to...
Normally you should.
You're correct, because I was like touching the screen and
Tapping
the
it.
menu didn't work, and then with my finger it worked. I was like, okay.
Yeah.
So, but did you charge the pen, Peter?
I have no idea. It just came out of the box like that. I think there should be some juice in there.
I don't see like a light. There is a LED in there, and
Honestly,
it doesn't say.
I don't even know how to turn it on. We didn't test this beforehand, by the way. What could go wrong?
Yeah, well, it's like that. We have something new and
None of
shiny.
this is
We want to show the
scripted.
people.
None of this is scripted, guys.
Nah.
That's why you joined this live stream.
There is a small LED
Yeah.
on top of the button, and
Yeah.
it's it's not.
It's not showing.
No, I don't know how you turn it. There might be a button somewhere that we don't
Yeah,
know about.
there is a button on top, and there is a here a button,
Yeah.
but
Anyway.
anyway, it's a touchscreen.
Yes. Yeah.
This one works. It's a correct finger. Don't worry.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
It feels. This is the first flip notebook I have in my hands, and it feels a little bit awkward to do like this. It feels like normally a notebook shouldn't go this far.
Yeah.
Yeah. The
But
funny
it does
thing
feel
is,
quite sturdy though.
yeah, the hinges are really sturdy. That's something that we worked on. So
Maybe
for
I
this
can show it to
model,
the people.
for like the GP model that we covered, but also the GS, the hinges are really strong, and you can even tilt it like at 180 degrees. The GS model, so that gaming model, and this one you can tilt almost 360 degrees.
Yeah, I said yesterday 359, right?
Yeah, something like that. Yeah.
Well, you can
So-
fold it all the way flat, pretty much. And
Yeah,
it's just-
just like a tablet.
Yes.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. This also comes with USB-C charging, obviously. So you don't need a separate adapter or anything for it.
No.
Really nice.
Yes.
Peter? I think that's it for you, right?
That's it. I think we covered all our gaming notebooks. We had
Everything
one.
upcoming in the coming.
Yeah, the
Months?
coming months.
Yeah,
Exactly.
let's say like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
hinges are made of aluminium or magnesium, as somebody's asking. Maybe you know.
Oh, that's a very difficult question.
Okay.
I'm not sure.
Anyway, let's just say they were also engineered to be quite sturdy. I think that's.
Yes. That's the key feature.
Yes.
Of
I mean,
them.
if it's meant to flip, you
There,
can.
Peter,
you can
they want to
assume-
fire you.
Sorry,
What intern is in charge of charging the things? That's you.
I'm not an intern though.
Well, no, well, you can be again.
Sure, why not?
Yeah, well, I mean, you said I will pick up this brand new shiny notebook,
Yeah.
and
I
you also
charged-
said,
I charged the-
Eric, I charged it,
charged
so
the
we can do a
laptop.
live demo. The charger is even here.
I
this work
didn't
on the
even
pen?
know the pen had a damn battery.
I have an idea, Peter. Can you go to the main view?
Wait.
I have found a cable.
Oh god.
It's for the notebook, so probably it's now charging it 100 watt.
Yeah, it might start smoking soon. No.
No,
But actually, I think is the LED just flashing? Is it?
no.
Yeah, it's red.
It says
It's-
charge me more.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
it's charging. Yeah.
If it's red, it's 1 to 9% battery life. So
Oh,
yeah,
so
it
it
needs
was
some
probably empty.
juice.
Yeah.
Yeah.
1 to 9?
1 to 9%.
Peter, you really didn't do your job.
No, I didn't. I just took it out of the box.
I just took it out of the box. Okay. Okay. Thank you for joining. Oh,
Yeah.
he's gone. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
no, he's
No, I'm still here.
Yes, yeah.
Still
Thanks
here.
for joining. Really a lot of information about the new notebooks.
Yeah,
And
thank you for having
we hope to have some samples here as well in the coming months, maybe.
Yeah.
So
And
we can
I
do a
promise
dedicated
I will
live stream.
charge them.
Very good.
And
very
not just the notebook itself. I will also charge any accessories that might have a battery. I will just try and plug some power
You
stuff
charge
into them and see
everything.
what happens.
good. Yeah, plug in everything. Exactly. Yeah.
Charge all the things.
Power it. Anyway.
Hey, thanks, Jesse. Have a nice evening.
Yep.
Thank you for joining. Thanks for all the information. Peter?
Thank you.
Yeah,
And
thank
see
you.
next time. Bye-bye.
Thanks.
See
Take
you.
care.
Bye-bye.
Are we going to do another giveaway?
Of course we are.
Last one? Maybe not last one.
No.
Do you think I can try this notebook this week at home?
No, because I heard it like right after this, like literally, we just to give you guys an idea, we tried to get as many samples for products that we possibly could. And this one, for example, we just managed to grab from the table of some of the notebook guys, but because right after this stream, it literally has to go to a media website for review.
That's a pity. But you made that promise, not me.
Well, I said Eric said that it was okay. Anyway, no.
If you want to join our giveaway, please go to msi.com/2/insider or on YouTube and Twitch. Click on the link, the Gleam link from our spam bot. You can still join. Afterwards, we do another giveaway.
Yes.
Next winner is Planet Mekon. Congratulations.
Yes, congrats. Planet Mekon.
Mekon, yeah.
Planet
Okay,
Mekon.
whatever.
I don't know.
My English always has
But
problems.
congratulations, we're going to get the code out to you as well in the coming days.
Yeah. So, Peter, let's talk a little bit about...
I think you could take your headset off.
Oh, yeah. Ooh, that sounds much better. Let me see how this all works here. Yeah. Okay.
All right. All these specs are still not on the website, right? Some are, but most of them are not indeed, because it really is a stream about upcoming products in the coming months, or at least the first part of this year.
And it can still also take some weeks because of Chinese New Year.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
some products aren't even 100% final yet. So what we're showing you. So specs. We've tried to share what we can, and some of them
in the coming, we are like what we said before. In the coming 2 months, I think most of the topics and dates are fixed. Some are still NDA, some are not NDA. But anyway, a lot of products of what you see over here, what we talked about in the coming 2 to 3 months, we're going to talk about it.
Yeah.
Peter, nice hairstyle. Let's talk about that.
Thanks. You're awesome. No, that was Keanu. Fikri is asking, is there a new RTX 2060 laptop? I don't know, but 2060 doesn't sound very new to me.
I saw that NVIDIA started production on 2060 again.
I don't know.
Maybe that's why they're asking.
I have no idea.
Wooden case, yeah.
I'm not sure if that's a good idea.
If it gets too hot,
it will have to be really friggin' thick anyway if you want to, if you want it to be sturdy. So you wouldn't have a thin laptop.
Yeah. Okay. So Peter.
Yes.
Let's talk about monitors. I mean, if you were not bored about monitors, Ja and Peter, you did last week, right? A live stream about flat monitors.
Yes, we did.
A lot of models, right?
Well, we kind of covered 3, I think, to kind of represent like the main segments.
But those models you have like 24, 27,
yeah,
so in the end...
Yes, inches, of course, so 24, 27, but also refresh rates, the types of panels. There are some differences, obviously, there.
Yeah.
But yeah, we covered most of them, and if you want more information about that, you can, of course, go and watch that stream again. Yeah.
So let's first talk about this monitor. This is something...
This one we also... very shortly discussed last
week. This is a pain in the ass. It keeps delaying. It keeps like we're going to launch then. I think we announced already.
We've been planning a stream for this thing since
so many times delayed.
November, October, November last year, and we had to keep pushing it back.
And now, Peter, because in 2 weeks you're going to talk about GM41. Am I correct?
Yes.
This is a pity because GM41. This lightweight mouse here also supports NVIDIA Reflex.
Yep, and this monitor right there supports not just NVIDIA Reflex, but the latency analyzer. So that means that you can actually display your latency data on the screen.
Yeah,
and
you can see how slow your hands are.
We want to show that to you guys, but we're still waiting to see and pushing to see if we can get the monitor on time, but it's not looking very good right now.
No, actually it's not looking good at all. I mean, this will not be on the sample we ordered will not be in 2 weeks.
Damn.
Anyway, I mean, if then Peter just has to talk other stuff with his mouse in 2 weeks' time. We will do that later for sure. So this is a 360 G-Sync monitor, flat as well. So we talked about last week already. And then, Peter, shall I take it?
Yeah.
The problem is I didn't, it's here. Can I destroy this?
I don't know.
Shoot it. I mean, is
No.
anybody?
I don't, because it's like it's hooked up with cables and stuff like that.
I mean, who cares?
All right, just disconnect the cables. Go for it.
Do they still need to film?
I don't know. Not for my products. They don't. But it's fine. So Eric, if you're wondering what Eric's doing, Eric, we have this monitor actually in the studio, and we were using it to record some upcoming product videos.
I better don't touch it because it's all connected with cables, like 6-7 cables.
Oh, no, come on, you have to do it now.
Yeah, Peter. Peter, this is.
Dude, it was your idea. Okay, so while Eric is destroying some of our products here in an attempt to show you this monitor in real life.
It's really stuck. That's DisplayPort. There's a lock.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, don't just yank it. That's not going to end well.
And the mouse.
Yeah.
I'm going to take it.
So what Eric's trying to do is take the actual sample we have of this product, which is hooked up and everything. So he's trying to disconnect the cables right now, so that he can actually show you the product. You guys can face palm with me if you want. But hey, at least he's trying.
They connected everything with.
Yeah, of course they connected everything.
But the mouse and the keyboard is still. Can you help, maybe?
No. Somebody has to entertain people.
Come on.
I can point the camera at you.
One moment.
Come on, Eric, you can do it. Guys, come on, share with me. Eric, you can do it. And if not, you know what the hashtag will be.
I think they will be angry.
Hashtag blame Eric.
But really, I mean.
So they're already saying, Eric the Destroyer.
Yeah. Hoppa.
Oh, yeah, I think he's broken something.
No. One moment.
Right. One more thing to disconnect. You can do it. Eric, they believe in you. They believe in you.
I will just take this with me.
Yes. Do it. Do it, Eric. It has anti-theft features. Yeah, I think you can say that. Yeah, once it's hooked up, it's not just, you can't just pick it up and... let's just say it's not a wireless monitor. I'm pretty freaking sure about that.
Uh-oh.
All right.
I better don't put it on this notebook.
No, not a good idea.
Yeah, the mouse doesn't come with it.
No.
That's because I cannot.
Good.
So where's the mouse? Oh, yeah. It's hanging here.
I think what everybody's asking is, where's Eric?
Yeah, so this is our new 1000R monitor, and it's about how curvy it is, like me.
We don't have a monitor, a camera, above it. So maybe you need to pick it up and.
It's kind of heavy. Oh.
There you go.
It's like 1000R.
All the curves.
And it's pretty big. I'm going to try to rotate it. Heavy.
Oh my God! You are going.
It's
to
on my
rip
notebook.
You are going to rip off that mouse bungee at some point.
Yeah.
Can you not just put the cable, take the mouse out of it?
No, I was trying. Yeah, now I can.
Able to.
Anyway, that doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. Peter.
What?
Next week we're going to talk about this thing. It's the Artemis, 34-inch. You see? Huge.
Yeah, it is.
1000R, and I hope they were actually over there in the same room. We're shooting videos.
Out from?
Which video were we shooting? New AMD card, right?
No, well, multiple ones actually, but that's fine. I mean, that's
So and we have a nice scene over there with some monitor. Not anymore. So I hope they finished all scenes. We don't have to go back.
Probably not, but that's fine.
Then
they'll
I
get
will
back to you
see
about
a
that.
message on my phone after I drive home tonight. Doesn't matter. Anyway, we need to stop on time, Peter, because there's a curfew.
There is, yes. So we actually do have to stop. On
It's
time.
wet, so probably it's...
It's wet? What did you do to it?
my drink, I guess. I hope not my Diet Coke, so anyway.
All right, anyway. AI gaming and perfect curvature. But like Eric said, next week will be all about this monitor.
Yeah, it's also AI. Yeah.
There we
Anyway, so thank you all for... Oh, we're going to do a giveaway.
Yeah, okay, let's do one last giveaway, guys.
Yeah.
And then we're...
I want to say thank you all for gaming, or for joining.
thank you for gaming. Well,
Thank you for gaming.
okay, let's draw the last
I'm always
winner.
exhausted after I have to
What?
bring back the
lift
samples.
products out of their place?
Yeah. Who's going to clean this up? You are going to the office tomorrow?
No.
Ooh. Was almost a yes.
Oh, we've got the next winner. The last
Epic.
winner of today is the Duke.
Duke. Not the
well,
Duke.
No, not the Duke.
Yeah, we need to watch
The
out.
nickname
I mean,
is Duke.
if you're called Duke,
Yeah.
don't assume you won. We will send you an email because
We've had this
2 weeks
in the
ago
past.
it was quite funny. Or
No.
Anyway, beginning of the year, we gave away a CPU.
Yeah, the
The
i9. Not
i9,
just the CPU.
and we had a winner, and then in the chat somebody else, hey, I won, and
Yeah.
we're like, we
Because
don't think so,
yeah,
but
it
we're
was
closing down the chat already.
It was a nickname that was apparently also used by somebody else on a different platform. So that was
Yeah,
a bit
well, it
different.
was a little bit different.
Yeah.
You had some extra word. Anyway, so you will get an email if you
Yes.
won, Duke, and then all the others.
Yes.
Thank you all for joining.
Thank you, and see you guys next week if you want to find out more about this monitor.
Yeah.
All
And the
right.
week after, we have a lot of
Exactly.
interesting stuff coming up.
All right, guys. Thank you for watching.
Take care.
See you
Stay
next
safe.
week. Bye bye.
Good evening or morning or work day.